It's Pisces and Clue in the morning. Yeah.
Okay.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Clue the motherfucking Nanda. There's K to the L to the U to the EDADON everywhere. Oh, underscore on Instagram.
Good morning. It's your girl Pisces. Welcome back. Thank you so much for tapping in, y'all.
Yes. Thank you for tapping in. And we do I don't feel compelled to, but I feel like I just want to apologize for the fact that we have not been uploading the last couple days.
It's my fault though.
I'm not that tight. I'm not gonna just say it was her fault. I'm not gonna say that because honestly, I'm a whole person too.
Yeah.
And this is Clue and Pisces, so Clue could have still showed up.
Yeah, but you were showing up for me, so I appreciate that.
Of course, baby. So what you want to talk about today?
Well, I was observing how much taller I look than you.
I mean, never mind. I'm not gonna say what you want to talk about today?
But today we were talking about people showing up for you, people being your village. You know, people are always talking about how it takes a village to raise a child.
Mm-hmm.
And I sincerely believe it takes a village to get through this life.
Agreed. I think that there's I feel like you're gonna be pretty hard pressed to find situations where you've seen a successful person and they did not have some sort of a village surrounding them. Um, Even if they acknowledge their villages once they become successful or not, they still had a village of somebody around them, somebody either encouraging them, telling them that they could do it, or sometimes, which I might talk on, I'll let you talk on the positive side of it. Sometimes your village can actually be the people around you telling you that you can't do it. But
Okay.
yeah, we'll get into that.
I didn't even think about that. This is um so for me, and I can really only speak for myself. Um February is really hard for me. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm a Pisces. I'm turning 40, and I historically probably 40 39 of these years have had a depressed episode in um, February. And for that, I say, and this is why I appreciate my village, um, they show up for me. They ground me. They remind me that I am not alone. And I'm not just talking about like physically. I mean, it could be as much as a text message. It is the reassurance that I need. And you know, studies will show that people actually need people, and the more alone time that you have, the less beneficial or fulfilling of a life you have. But you don't have to take my word for it. You could live until the end all by yourself and figure that shit out.
I mean, y'all know me. Y'all know I this is my wife, and we are gonna be on the same page when it comes to our stuff. But when we're talking about other people's shit, sometimes we just don't agree.
Mm-hmm.
I personally feel like some people can be alone, but I feel like with being alone, your life is only going to reach a certain place. Like I said, and that's why I was very specific. Like successful people, people who have like all this type of amass, all these, whether it be wealth, whether it be influence and stuff like that, they're very rarely alone. Those people who end up being alone, like I said, there's nothing wrong with it, but yes, at some point it's gonna peak because no one man is island.
Right.
Is that
Even
what they say?
Oprah got Stedman.
Um, does she though?
She does.
Okay. But anyway, so talking about negative villages.
Negative villages.
Negative villages. So this was actually my reality. I had a negative village, and when I say a negative village, I'm not talking about my parents and my not necessarily. I'm not talking about my parents and my siblings. Like those were centerpieces that it was cool. I'm talking about like people that were around me. My what am I trying to say? people
Your
that
peers, your
peers, that's the word I was
colleagues.
looking for. Peers, people that were just a little bit older than me, you know what I'm saying? I didn't I didn't grow up with my father in the home, so any, men that were around, like, there were, you know what I'm saying, there were certain times, like, when everybody was like maybe doing some hood rat shit, I might be doing something else, and they either were looking at me crazy, they were maybe talking shit about it, they might be doing all that stuff, but that was the negative village that I needed to be like, oh, you don't think I can do that?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. Oh, you think I'm doing too this? Oh, okay, bet. Oh, I'm not black if I don't do this. Okay, bet. And I'm blacker than all them niggas.
Yo, you're the rose in the concrete, boo.
Rose in Harlem. Shout out Tiana Taylor.
Yeah. But I feel that. I totally understand. It's about perspective, right? So there's always a village idiot, okay? There's always the bah humbug village person, right? What is that person called? The naysayer, the Scrooge, the grouch. There's always one of those in the village. There's always a Pisces. And you know why it's always a Pisces? Because it doesn't matter what a Pisces is going through. We are literally here to pour into you.
I don't know if I met a Pisces before you.
You a lie.
She's like, there's always a Pisces. I'm pretty sure I never met a Pisces before. Like, I really, like, I knew it was a sign, but I thought it was almost like make believe, because, like, I never actually met Pisces. Everybody else I met was Sagittarius, Libras, Capricorns,
Everybody you met in
Virgos.
life.
I ain't met not one Pisces.
That's why you ended up with me, baby.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Somebody's watching this and they're just like, fuck you, Kari. And I'm just like, sorry, I didn't know you were a Pisces, but known you my whole life. But yeah, just yeah, that kind of goes it might be a topic for another day, but when we all talk about, this thing where it's like everybody's kings, everybody's queens, unfortunately everybody isn't a king, and unfortunately everybody isn't a queen. That's what we're kind of talking about. Like, you have the village idiot, you have the village jester, you have the Scrooge, you have the overly positive person, you have the person who doesn't seem to fit in with anything, right. You have the person who seems to always be in trouble, you have the person,
everybody plays a role, and everybody, those roles absolutely can aid in your development. For Clue, it's like, you tell me I can't, I'm gonna do it anyway. Watch me do it anyway.
Part of the reason I'm in the military no more.
Right?
I get kicked out. But for real though, I mean, it's just like, yeah. So yeah, it's you know what I'm saying, it's about you, even as a child, have a lot more control over the village that you have. Well, no, actually no. Let me readdress that. Children can't choose their parents. They can't choose their siblings. They can't choose their displacement. They're born into it. Right. Quite literally born into it. So I feel like, of course I have to make this disclaimer all the time. I don't have any biological kids. However, and also, it is a parent's responsibility, it's an adult's responsibility to ensure that children have the correct village around them. Not just being a parent, literally. If there's children around me, there's certain things that I'm not going to do.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's my responsibility to make sure that that's not the you know what I'm saying, that's not the picture that's being painted. Not to say that that's not reality, but at the same time, it's appropriate for the child. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right, they're in the front row and they are learning too.
100%. I think that there was a point I was about to say. I missed my point. You could take it.
I think that, like, at the end of the day, when we're talking about applying grace, and we are grace and accountability, quite frankly, like, we have to acknowledge that the people around us, the media that we consume, the interactions that we partake in, the social media, whether or not we scroll or we digress into these conversations.
And let me just jump in for a second. Some people think that just because you don't say anything on social media that you're not part of the problem, or you're not also kind of creating a reoccurring issue possibly for your mental. Like, I know plenty of people like that. People I'd be like, damn, I didn't even know they were even still on my profile, but I know that they're seeing all this stuff, and they're still ingesting it.
Yeah,
So you have to be careful about what you ingest. You have to be careful about what your team is ingesting, what your village is ingesting, all that
absolutely.
type of shit, because it's just a reciprocation of energy.
I literally, as I acknowledge the fact that I am coming through this depression. Yesterday I was just like looking at my Instagram feed and the social media that I'm consuming, and I really was like, girl, this is why you're not happy right now. And I just started unfollowing motherfuckers because social media, those people, even if you don't know them, they are becoming a part of y'all's village. And if what's going on and their content is always negative, these niggas ain't shit, this is why black men cheat, like whatever, then it is going to creep into your subconscious. It is going to impact you. It is going to influence you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. Like y'all, so I've heard this so many times. Women that have dreams that their person is doing something, and not because they felt or had any type of sketch. They just have a dream. It's honestly, it's something that was probably implanted into the mind at some point in the day.
Men have those dreams too, guys.
I'm not saying that they don't, but what I'm saying is that for one, women do it more. I mean, and please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I've heard so many more women. Like, it is literally a very common meme that women will have a dream about their person cheating, and then wake up and have an attitude, and that nigga be like, "What the fuck did I do?" I'm not saying that men don't do it too, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that I think that it happens more. But what I'm saying is that even with men and women collectively, I think that happens because something was implanted into the brain.
Oh yeah,
Like
definitely.
that movie that Tyler, I brought it up probably here before, that Tyler Perry movie, with they were married, and they got married like really young, and then they moved to DC actually, and they were a beautiful couple. She
The
was
one
working.
with the Smolier girl.
Yeah, with Juicy Smouye
Juicy
girl.
sister.
So like,
What is her journey?
is it Journey or
Yeah,
America?
her name is Journey.
Oh, okay, but America's that other
All their
girl.
names start with J.
But um, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Juicy Smouye, Jagged Smouye, Journey
Shut
Smouye,
the hell up.
Junkie Smouye. They got a lot of motherfuckers out there.
Anyway.
But yeah, that movie right there, I had to, like, for one, I don't like Tyler Perry shit for real, but that movie actually wasn't a bad movie, but it was so good that I had to stop watching it.
I like that movie.
Because the reason why I didn't like, I bet you did. The reason why I didn't like that movie is because it literally personified infidelity in a black home, and how it could tear it down. The only thing that I enjoyed about it was the fact that it was a female this time. I'm so tired of seeing all this shit about men cheating. Like, women are literally the best cheaters.
Yeah.
So
What?
it's like, yeah, you already agreed.
Okay.
So so yeah, that movie really
this
bothers
is
me.
wild.
But I don't watch it anymore because it's like that. Like I said, that stuff will eventually creep into your psyche, and then you got to start you start worrying about stuff that you didn't otherwise have to worry about before, or feel the need to worry about. It's unnecessary.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think for me, I would like to send a heartfelt thank you and appreciation to anyone who's in my village and who shows up for me. I'm absolutely reconfiguring my village right now because as we grow, there are things that we outgrow and there are things that we grow into, and I'm just finding that. And I appreciate you, Clue, always. But really, I want to send out a heartfelt cry. Like, if you need a village, if you are reconfiguring your village, then you maybe could find a home here. We maybe could be village buddies. I'll be your Pisces.
And I'm gonna tell you straight up, if you come to me looking for a village, I'm gonna give you one, but it's a Capricorn village, so it's a lot different.
It's very harsh over there.
It's very real, very blunt.
Mhm.
That's just what we do, baby.
Okay.
But thank y'all so much for tapping in with us. We really do appreciate y'all. Like I said, we really have been kind of struggling a little bit getting back on here, but we wanted to make sure that we did. So thank y'all so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, following us on all the things. My name is Cluedadon, KLUEDADON_. And please follow us on TikTok at Clue and Pie. And yeah.
Yeah, and I'm your girl Pisces. You can find me on all the things. PISCESPRNSS.
Yep. We out of here. See y'all tomorrow. Maybe. I don't know.
No,
We'll let you know.
definitely. We'll be back.
It's Pisces and Clue in the morning.